Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In today's episode, we got some more rocket shit that we gotta do. We're not even done with it yet, because we went to the radio tower, and so, we have to go to the, underground area of Golden City, because, that's where they've hidden the rail director. And so we have the basement key for that, so let's, go back over to the, to that underground area of Golden City and, use the basement key that's there, and so we'll just be, hopefully finish it when we just started and be done with all this, because I know for sure that I am done. Oh, what the hell's going on? Oh, what the fuck are you doing here? I saw you, so oh yeah, of course you were stalking us. Yeah, just like with Blue or Assface in Gen 1, where he battles in the Stealth Company. He's gonna battle us here while we're in the middle of doing these Team Rocket stuff. So yeah, another battle with Fuckbag. So. Anyway, so he's going to start with Golbat, which I guess it might be a little better with in terms of variety, because that's all we've been doing, like Rattatas, Coughings, and the like with Team Rocket. So anyway, Golbat here has moves Wing Attack, Confuse Ray, Bite, and Leech Life. And I think that might be some new moves that Golbat would already use right about now. So yeah. Can't wait to get on with all this shit. I'm sure you guys can tell by the tone of my voice and, you know, the way my vocabulary is that, so I'm just so done at this point. It's like, I just want to be done with it already. Because of how much it drags. But then for the next Pokemon that he's going to use is a new encounter right here. This is Sneasel. Sneasel, well, already would have been good with physical attacks, but unfortunately, because it's a Dark and Ice type, those two types are just in the special category, and it has shit special attack, so it's actually not very much good, at least in this gen. Thankfully, by the time of Gen 4, after the physical special split, then thankfully it gets so much better, and, you know, especially more so with its evolution to Weavile. But Sneasel here has moves Feint Attack, Leer, Quick Attack, and Screech, and Feint Attack is a move that never misses. It's, you know, pretty good, pretty decent power with for Dark types, but again, it's not very good with Sneasel because of you know, again, it's in the special category. I'm actually kind of glad that that Crystal fixed its coloration, because Gold and Silver, the coloration for Sneasel is so wrong, where it was all brown and its feathers, I think it looks like a feather. It was all like teal colored, but they fixed it for Crystal. And so here we have the final evolved form of Totodile. This is for Alligator, and so by this point, at this point, your rival will have his starter Pokemon all to its final forms, except for Quilava. I think it still uses Quilava because it evolves later. But yeah, now we have for Alligator. Evolves as early as level 30. So there we go. And also, you can see at its name where it's the way it's spelled. They just end it with a TR instead of like TOR, because this is all like 10 characters, and so because of the 10 character limit, then you know, then it's actually stuck with this name. Even after Gen 6, where they added more to the character limit, where it's like 12 letters instead of 10, it's still stuck with just TR, so, or at the end, so it's going to be stuck like that forever. So it's like for Alligator or anything like that, but yeah. But yeah, for Alligator, it has moves Bite, Scary Face, Rage, and Water Gun. And so, and if you picked Totodile for a starter, then his Bayleaf would have already evolved to Meganium. Which still kind of sucks, though. I mean, I never really bothered with Chikorita, but yeah, that's what it evolves to. And then he still has his Magnemite, which has Sonic Boom, Thunder Wave, Tackle, and Thunder Shock. Pretty much just about the same kind of moves that Magnemite used previously. And then last but not least, he has a Haunter. Well, of course, you know, the same kind of a Haunter that we've been battling. Still those moves Shadow Ball, Lick, Curse, and Mean Look. I can't exactly remember like if those were new moves that Silver used, or I mean Silver taught to his Pokemon, since you know, we fought him last time in the Burn Tower, but like, I don't know if there's any moves. Oh, and also I forgot to mention one thing about his Sneasel. That Sneasel is actually the very same Pokemon that he stole from this from that guy in Cianwood City. The guy that'll later that'll give you a Shuckle. So yeah, there's that there. So. Anyway, so he's actually starting to realize that, you know, that the reason he's losing so much is because he's been an asshole to his Pokemon. Really, he doesn't even treat him with love and trust. And that's basically what Lance was telling him, that he didn't have those qualities, and so that's why he's been losing a lot. because, you know, because of how much he's been an asshole. So it kind of looks like he's getting some character development, and he's starting to be better about it. But he's still an asshole regardless, so... Anyway, so yeah, we got some more Team Rocket stuff we gotta do. Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna go ahead and just say, you know, probably just up here. If you know, we're victims here, you're gonna be the victims here. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut those off because, you know, again, as always, they're still using like Pokemon that, you know, for the same kind of variety. So we're just gonna cut those off because, you know, just feeling like they're showing those off is just gonna waste so much time. This guy, and he still uses a fucking Rattata. Like, for fuck's sake, enough of the Rattatas already. So just, you know, just cut it off because this just feels like a waste of time. You know, it's like, why even bother? Just let him take over the radio tower. Oh wow, that sounds so nihilistic, don't I? I mean, we have to anyway, because, you know, then, you know, at least they could have just called the police or anything like that, but no, they just have to rely on us. Ugh, these people around here are lazy, like, what the hell? At least with, well, at least in Platinum, I gotta say, where they actually finally decided to wisen up and, actually just call the police for once, or why we have, which is why we have a Looker. So, I mean, there's that, like, finally, about time, but it's actually, you know, something more to talk about once I eventually do get to, Platinum. After I do Emerald, of course, because, you know, I still gotta do that first. So anyway, so here at the, underground area of, Goldenrod City, there's actually a puzzle going on. But first we have a new trainer, too, that we have encountered. This right here is a burglar, also returning from Gen 1. They actually used to specialize in, fire types, which kind of makes sense, back over in, Cinnabar Island. Because, you know, since Blaine specialized in, fire-type Pokemon. And so, you know, they also use that, like, when we encounter them in the mansion. But yeah, they're back, and, they still use fire-types. They'll use, Growlithe, but they can also use, like, poison types that are kind of gas-based, like coughing, so it probably makes sense regardless. Which is what he's about to use as well, just, coughing. And another guy, over in the underground also used, well, another burglar, also used, Magmar. So there's that. So they, just like with fire breathers, they do specialize in Pokemon that are they're like either fire-based or like gas-based. So because of that, they can use like coughings and just some other fire types. But the only things they'll just use in terms of those would just be like Growlithes and Magmars. At least we've already just used like just one Magmar. If I'm not mistaken, I think that coughing is going to be using self-destruct, or that must be another one. Because I know I've fought this one other, I think it was another burglar, or just another Team Rocket member, where he used a coughing, and then they use self-destruct, which actually managed to knock out Iwata. Because I guess I was trying to finish off with a Flame Wheel. So there's a couple items around here. I think one of the items has a max potion, and the other one has I think it was a protein, if I recall correctly. Can't exactly remember that off the top of my head though. So so this puzzle here, yeah, we have these switches, and so whenever you go to the switches and press them, each one of the doors will open and another one closes. So basically, like, you know, just kind of one way or another. And then there's one last switch at the very end, which is the emergency switch, which will open all doors, so that way you have the entirety of the whole area to explore. And so basically, what the order is, it's actually very simple, like much more simple than you would think it is. And because of that, oh, okay, we have a full heal, so that's one of those. So yeah, because of that, I somehow took a long time for this because the actual code for this is to get the switches is 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. It's actually very easy for what the code is, and I completely forgot that was the case because I thought it was just some kind of a complicated number. That's usually how it works in those kind of switches. And so because of that, I unintentionally took a long time in here because I was trying to figure out what switches were, and I forgot that that the order was a 3, 2, 1. It probably could have been 2, 3, 1. Am I right? Because 23 is number 1. Like, it's kind of worse. They had to remember by. So but yeah, it's actually a 3, 2, 1 here. It's actually very, very simple. But I completely forgot that was the thing though, and so because of that, I actually took quite a long time to actually figure that one out. I actually had to look up a guide, and then I saw the actual code, and I was like, oh, well, fuck me then. I can't believe I just wasted so much time, and then until I figured out that it was actually just plain and simple. That's all I gotta do. So yeah, that's actually what the code is. It's been way too long for this thing, because, you know, after that I just completely forgot about it because I just felt so done at this point. But yeah, that was code, and so yeah, it just slipped my mind. So my apologies for that one. But thankfully though, at least I cut that one off, so you guys don't have to suffer through and just having me just get lost all over. And so this woman right here, I think she has gloom and or maybe just 2 glooms if I recall correctly. But either way, just cut that one off. So and then that right here is the emergency switch. So once you press on that one, then all the doors will open, so that way they can actually just swirl around. Yeah, sorry for the long pause right there. I was having a sinus problem somehow, and so I had to just clear some out. So now here we are in the next part of the underground. This is supposed to be the warehouse. It's actually where the where you get to that one warehouse area in the basement of the Olaron department store. And some more you know, not even brats. Yeah. Also, one thing I do want to say about the smoke ball. So smoke ball, it is without doubt one of the most pointless items ever, because like what it does is that it actually enables you to escape from any wild encounters, but you have the run option anyway. I mean, granted though, like depending on the Pokemon's speed, then it doesn't always guarantee that you could be able to escape, but it's there anyway, and so you can just still escape like that. So either way, it's still a very pointless item. So if you actually pick one up, I recommend just tossing it, just for the sake of making some room for your item inventory, because it just kind of feels like a waste of space if you ask me. Oh hey, yeah, it's yo, the yucking guy, you know, Goofy. Yeah, it's Goofy from the Rocket. He was part of Team Rocket all along. Oh my god! Ugh. I guess he was tired of Donald's shenanigans over in Kingdom Hearts. So maybe he joined Team Rocket because of it? I don't know. Or probably just pay for, I don't know, child support or something like that with Max? I don't know. And so, one last guy to defeat, and the director is just right over this way, but I'm still gonna cut him off because, you know, I'm just, because I just went over this way. And we got Team 35. I think this one contains Rest, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go check it out. Let's see Rest right here. Or no, it's Sleep Talk. Okay, I thought it was Rest, but actually it works with it. It's kind of related in a way. Because when your Pokemon's asleep, and if it knows Sleep Talk, it'll be able to use any of the moves, any one of the moves in your moveset for like while your Pokemon's asleep. So it's actually pretty useful like that. So if you use Rest, then you'll still be able to battle just by using Sleep Talk. I think it just used any kind of a random move there is, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure it is, because then you probably wouldn't be able to just like the other ones while you're asleep. Alright, so here's the real director, and so he gave us the card key to be able to access the other half of the radio tower. So over there we can finish off just to get through that that one locked barrier. And so he asked us to go and stop Team Rocket because they've hijacked the radio tower, and so we had to stop them and then save all the Pokemon nationwide, because he thinks that they're using that signal to take control of all the Pokemon. They could be either doing that, and they're also definitely just using that to try and bring back Giovanni. So let's go ahead and finish this off and just be done with it finally, because I'm fucking done. Are you guys done? I'm done. Yeah, no, it kind of sounds like I'm drunk, but you know, I swear to you guys, I did not drink at all. I don't even have any kind of drinks with me. I'm not having a hangover. I'm, you know, just don't have anything with that. I didn't even drink or anything like that. But I just feel so done with it all, so that's why I'm kind of just like using that kind of tone of my voice. I'm just so sick and tired of it all. This part drags. It really does. And you know, I've had the same kind of feeling with the Sylph Company because of how long it was. I mean, there was some variety at least, and you know, at least and there wasn't really much issue with the level scaling. But this game actually does though, and you know. And it just has bad variety is what it is, so, you know, there's fighting the same Pokemon there is. I don't know, it's kind of the same, it's actually the same thing with the other crime organizations, like, let's see, I know, Team Aqua and Team Magma had that kind of problem with, using the same kind of Pokemon, like, there were Poochyenas, and then, and also Zubats. I'm not quite sure with, Team Galactic, though, and because I think they might have a little bit of a decent variety, but and then there's also Team Plasma, at least in Black and White 1, where they Or like they just have like the same kind of Pokemon there is for their own kind of set variety, and you know, wasn't really very much like the same ones. So, but yeah, so one of those tangents there. So all I got left is just the second half. There's actually just a couple of Team Rocket runs to fight, one male and one female, and then we have the executives, and there should be one final executive to face as well. I actually meant to fight this Rocket Lady again, but then I just went over there. This is actually an executive we had to fight, and it's called the Team Rocket Fortress. He only has one Golbat though that we're about to face, so it's kind of it's actually kind of a cakewalk if you have the right Pokemon. And the Golbat that he uses has moves Wing Attack, Diffuse Ray, Leech Life, and Bite. I think that's literally the same kind of moveset that Fuckbag has with his Golbat. So yeah, that's just it. That's all I can say at this point. Yeah, that's why I had a Water out at first, but although then again though, because I battled that one Team Rocket member that used Coughing used self-destruct and it caused Water to faint, so he didn't gain any experience at all. Maybe it might be best to just go ahead and just have him out, just so that way I can just get make up for lost experience. And Spark didn't really go down one hit. I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but Spark is basically the only kind of electric type move that Lamos would or Lancer would use in this gen, because I think later on we'll know either Zac Cannon or Thunder, but those have very low accuracy, and Spark is pretty much the only kind of move that that would have at least a decent enough accuracy. Because I think Thunderbolt can only be a move tutor, but yeah, Fortress came down. Yeah, took down your Fortress there. For my respects, here's some advice. It's not too late. You can still turn back. Well, screw you there. I'm not turning back. Yeah, I want to finish this. I want to be done with this also. No, you're basically... This is actually renewed. Just give me here. Here's some helpful advice. Fuck off. Yeah, good advice here. And so, yeah, we have one last Team Rocket. Even though they're using the same Pokemon, I figure we're just going to go ahead and just show them off anyway, because this is going to be the last we'll be battling the Team Rocket Grunts right now, of course, so well, for quite a while, so, you know, might as well just show them off. And so I think she's just going to be using, like, Ekans and I think Glooms, or I think one of them is Oddish. I'm pretty sure it's Oddish. But, okay, yeah, probably another Ekans, but I think she does use Oddish for this one, so, anyway, what is there to talk about while we're going on, because I kind of run out of things to say at this point. Well, for checking on the weather, it's actually been very cloudy for, like, for the past few days, and there's been no sunshine whatsoever, so yeah, there's kind of weather for the day, and we're in Florida. What else? Oh yeah, she does use Oddish, I was right. I think like 2 Ekans and 2 Oddishes. I believe so. Nothing to talk about. I also went to the theater and saw the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It's pretty interesting, I would say. You know, kind of I mean, in terms of the plot, it's you know, it can be it's kind of a how do you put it? Just has some twist to it, and I guess that's how interesting it could be. I was kind of expecting a little bit of an adrenaline rush, or maybe some scares. I mean, maybe just a few jump scares, but not quite like gut punch kind of a jump scare, you know. Because, you know, I didn't really feel as much of an adrenaline rush as I usually did when playing the games, though, because you know, just the thought of getting jump scared. But there wasn't really much to it for that movie, so that kind of aspect was a little bit disappointing because of it. Because I mean, if it's supposed to be a horror movie, then they could have just had some thrills there. But overall, though, it was all right. So, you know, definitely a good kind of definitely a good kind of movie in terms of, you know, fan service and all that, and, you know, especially for the Five Nights at Freddy's aficionados. So, you know, you know, those of you who are role-play fans of it, you know, if you're just waiting for the movie, so, you know, I could still recommend to go see it, you know, if you want. It's especially more so for those kind of fans. So, you know, that much I can say. And yeah, I think we should have just one more floor to go to. Yep, this should be the last floor, and so we have a couple more of those executives to face. This is actually the same executive. Yeah, I remember from the Haida Mahogany Town. I lost them, but I won't this time. Alright, so this will be the last female executive to face. In this case, Ariana and Arcon Soul Silver. She's gonna be using the same kind of Pokemon that she used before, so yeah, she still has Arbok, and yeah, she'll still use like, you know, Arbok, Vileplume, and Murkrow. I don't know if they have the same moveset as they did in the hideouts. But either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and see what they have anyway. So Arbok has Glare, Bite, Rep, and Poison Sting. Yeah, so we're going for just Poison Sting here, which is, you know, definitely the weakest kind of poison type attack. But you know, Arbok will still be using Glare, which I don't know if I ever explained what Glare was. It's always a guarantee for your Pokemon to be paralyzed. You know, it's very accurate like that. So it's, you know, they're definitely much more accurate than other paralyzing inflicting moves like Thunder Wave or Stun Spore. Yeah. Anyway, it'll probably just it always just start with using Glare, and then it'll just use Poison Sting. And yeah, I'm having to heal water quite a bit because of that, because you know, because of the fact that paralysis does lower the speed. And yeah, now that's where it's using Rabbit. At least I can actually still use moves unlike in Gen 1, where it makes you do absolutely nothing at all. So let's just get a little quick attack here, and then that should be it here. Yeah, the rest of the video is kind of going on a little longer than it probably should have been, though, because, you know, I guess because of how long it would take, and, you know, because those Pokemon they're using has at least some stronger levels, unlike with the other Team Rocket members, are just, like, level 20 Rattatas of Coughings, but yeah. Now we're like, in the level 30s and all that, so now we have Murkrow up next. Murkrow has moves Peck, Haze, Pursuit, and Nightshade. I think, actually, yeah, as a matter of fact, I just remember where, like, Murkrow didn't really have a fourth move, but now it does, so now it knows Nightshade, which is a Ghost-type move, but doesn't really do any kind of Ghost-type damage, so it just treats it as regular. But at least there's, like, more variety of Ghost-type moves, especially Shadow Ball, which is why, you know, I fucking love Shadow Ball. And so, last one I'm just going to use are their very same Vileplume. I didn't mean to accidentally click on the HP support assistant, but anyway, I meant to just go back onto Google Chrome to look up the movesets on Bulbapedia, which is what I have right now. So this Vileplume has moves Sweet Scent, Absorb, Acid, and Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder is actually one thing you want to watch out for because, I mean, it's not always accurate though, but once it does, and you know, just cause your Pokemon to fall asleep, of course, that's named Sleep Powder. But it looks like Vileplume is only going to be using Acid, and Fly just missed somehow, so that's why this battle is taking a little longer, and I hate it when moves miss because, especially since, you know, Fly is a 2-turn attack, where it just flies up in the air, then it just, you know, and just dive bombs afterwards. And after that, then, that should be done with, for Vileplume. I probably could have had Pidgeotto to know Wing Attack, because that's the thing that exists in Gen 2, but I wasn't able to. I'm not sure if Pidgeotto actually does learn a Wing Attack by level. I mean, I'm sure he does, but I'm not entirely sure. Or for its natural moveset. Tyler, isn't it? A brat like you won't appreciate the magnificence of Team Rocket. That's too bad. I really admire your power. Oh, well, thank you. At least compliment me for that there. Alright, folks, so now we have one last executive to face, and after this, then we should finally be done with Team Rocket stuff. Yeah, thank God. I was just so ready for this to be done already. It was like, holy shit. That's actually the reason why, you know, I just did one video for the radio tower itself, and then this video is just like, you know, going to the underground, and then just doing the rest of the radio tower, because, you know, I decided to dedicate both those into one video, because I just want to be done with it, and also because the underground itself is only 13 minutes long, so I figured I'd just go ahead and just make room for more videos, so that's why they're training. We intend to take over this radio station and then announce our comeback. That should bring our boss Giovanni back from his solo training. We are going to regain our former glory. I won't allow you to interfere with our plans. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and so at long last, we have one final executive to face, and, yeah, again, still using the regular trainer theme instead of the Team Rocket theme, which is kind of anticlimactic if you ask me. And this guy's going to start out with Houndour, first encounter with it. Houndour is, without a great Pokemon to use, you know, it's, while its physical defense is kind of weak, though, it really makes up for great special attack and physical attacks as well, and roll fast, too, and I love Houndour because of it. Even though, I probably would have been one of my favorite fire types. Well, Typhlosion is actually my favorite fire type of all time, which hopefully we'll see Quilava evolve too. But it is, well, actually it's evolved for me, my absolute favorite dark type, which we'll see later. But But Houndour, of course, is a Dark and Fire type, and knows the moves Feint Attack, Ember, Bite, and Roar. Roar is actually a move that will blow the roar out of the Pokemon. Well, blow the Pokemon away, or your well, the ears are away. And then in trainer battles, it'll force you to switch out to another Pokemon. But in wild battles, it'll actually just make you it'll actually just end out the battle itself. And then next up, he has Coughing, which has moves Sludge, Smokescreen, Tackle, and Haze. Doesn't know any explosion moves or anything like Self-Destruct. Which is actually weird, because he could have used Wheezing and all that, because, I mean, we've already fought Wheezing before, especially with the other guy, where he was like 5 Coughings and 1 Wheezing. But no, this guy still uses Coughing. Like, why Coughing? Why couldn't it just be Wheezing? That's still anticlimactic here, in a way. And then, so, after that's done, then the next thing I'm gonna be using Houndoom. And yeah, just like I was giving praise to a Houndour, I gotta say, I fucking love Houndoom. Because, like I said, Houndoom is actually my absolute favorite Dark type of all time. It's, it gets so much better after the evolution from Houndour. And so much so because, since Houndour was actually available in Platinum, I've always used that for my team, because I just love Houndoom. I also love its design and its sprite as well. Yeah, it's kind of like a Hellhound. Houndoom has moves Feint Attack, Ember, Bite, and Smog. So basically like almost the same kind of moves as Houndour does, except that instead of Roar, it's Smog. But after that, then Houndoom is down. And by the way, folks, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, there's actually another new executive to face. And so his name is Archer, which actually has the same kind of design as regular executives in this gen. So yeah. And so yeah, after that's done, and so Team Rocket has officially once and for all disbanded. So yeah, they're officially done. We finally broke them up. And yeah, beaten by an 11-year-old kid here, and even which same as from 3 years prior, and that was Team with Giovanni. And so as where we had the clear bell. And so let's see what that does. So there's a tower here, and so replace it with a radio tower. That's old and Greeky. We dug out the bell during construction. I heard that all sorts of Pokemon lived in Golaron in the past. Perhaps. That bell has some connection to the Tin Tower in Necrotique City. Ah, that reminds me. I overheard Team Rocket whispering. Apparently something is going on at the Tin Tower. I have no idea what is happening, but you might look into it. Okay, I better go to my office. Alright, so yeah, after we got the clear bell, yeah, that's right, it was a clear bell. Actually, there was an over here. I better just go ahead and just pick that up. Oh, hello there. Where'd you come from? I didn't see you just come back up the stairs. Benny, you listen to our music? Of course I do. Well, I mean, not always, so actually, no, I don't listen to your music, but unless I need to. So I'm going to go ahead and just talk to those NPCs the rest of the video. So yeah, thank God, we are done. We are D-O-N-E done with all Team Rocket stuff and the radio tower. It's over. Team Rocket's been disbanded once and for all. It's done. And so now we have the Pink Bow that raises up the moves that they're for normal types. So yeah, for more power from them. So and so now that we have the clear bell, he also says that something's going on over the Tin Tower, and so basically some kind of event that's going on that we have to look into. So it's actually the next thing we're gonna do. Which is actually not exactly the next thing we'll do if it was Gold and Silver or the remakes, but here in Crystal, after you clear the radio tower of Team Rocket, then the next destination to go to is over the Tin Tower in Necrotique City to see exactly what is going on there, because that's what because that was what Team Rocket was just going about. So it's actually something to look into. So I think that's basically all the stuff to get, like, basically just talking to the NPCs to get the items as rewards for saving them. And so, yep, everything's back to normal, no more Team Rocket stuff, and so Goron City is all lively again. Was that man in black really part of Team Rocket? I can't believe it. Yeah, he was. But, he's done. We kicked their asses. We've kicked them out of the city. They're banned for life. Despite being 10 or 11 years. I know I've been saying a lot, like, with trainer being like 10 years old, 11 years old. I know the instruction manual that said that that Red was 11 years old, so I mean, but Ash was 10. I mean, always 10, of course. But either it's inconsistent anyway. So anyway, so next time on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, what we're gonna do next is that we're gonna go back over to Necrotique City and see what is going on in the Tin Tower and see what happened there. So I will see you guys then.